Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval Green here, and welcome back to another video. We haven't done some fights on the main account in a while, and that's what we're going to get into today. We're going to have two bosses defeated. You're going to see the rewards from both of the bosses, I think. At the very least from one of them, I remember for a fact to add that in there. With the second one, we'll only wait and see. Only time can tell. So first up, we're going to fight Catwoman, and I've been using Bane lefts a lot with Kinfla and Sakuman because the Deathstroke with Nora's Globe kind of needs a lot of time, and if there's a fight where there's optimal scenario, then I'm going to be able to make use of all the clones at peak performance, and that kind of not leaves much time for Baron left itself, I guess, and I feel like he kind of takes away some damage by being used in there. So I'm going to use him here with Sword of Salvation, and Kinfla and Sakuman with Nora's Globe, and we're going to see how much damage we can deal to this Catwoman. And attack back in there, re-engage the combo, another special, actually no specials there. Kinfla and Sakuman back in there, another special 3. Baron left's back in, gonna back off a bit. Try to re-engage the combo, but she blocks. And chooses a special 2 there. Blocks again, boy. We're not having the best of times, but it's okay. We wanted to power generate, and we did power generate, though not through the intended means, really. Then flaps back in. Special 1 there again. Can plant Sacrament back in. For another special 3. Yeah, the damage on special 3 is quite low. I want to see how it goes with Nora's Globe on him. And it's obviously going worse than if I had all blades. And I most likely will use all blades in similar scenarios in the future. Actually, we don't have Nora's Club. Bro, what am I talking about? We have Beta Club on Kinfla and Sakuman. How can I be so blind? Boy, my bad. We have Nora's Club on Dr. Fate for the passive stats. And we have Beta Club on Kinfla and Sakuman. And yeah, that's why we get low damages on Special 3, because it's only Kinfla and Sakuman's base damage, but I think the dot damage kind of makes up for it. It's not the most optimal setup for him to deal the most damage with the Beta Club, but still going to be a serviceable amount. And 500k per second is definitely not something to laugh at. Boy, am I indeed a little bit tired. So yeah, a little bit of an update for the second channel, for the stream, so I haven't been streaming in a while. It's over, guys. I quit streaming. I'll soon quit posting on this channel as well. I'm kidding. I got like a new apartment, and I'm kind of working on that to kind of restore it, because we bought it for cheap and it was a shithole. So yeah, that's why no streams. I don't have much free time nowadays, but we'll get back to that as soon as I can. But I thought it would be a priority to keep posting on the main channel. But yeah, re-engage the combo over here. Penalty laughs back in there. Regenerate some power, is a special 1 himself. We failed to chain on that last one, and it's okay. We did good enough. She doesn't have that much health, but it is what it is. And we're going to do this here with Manta. We have Sword of Salvation on Manta, as far as I remember. Yes, there we go. And we have Flash for an additional fast attack chance hits. And we have Harley for additional damage against stun targets. And I did do a video, I'm not sure if I did a video specifically on this, but it had a similar fight to this. And I was kind of talking about it, how it doesn't really work, how it's kind of supposed to. I don't know, my dudes, it's supposed to be 300 additional damage, and it's simply not 300% additional damage on stun targets. Surprisingly enough, it kind of is for the dot values that we're getting, or somewhere close to that, the dot values from the Manta passive. Which is quite interesting, but for the base damage it's not, because like the additional damage from Harley and the additional damage from Manta's passive are going to kind of get calculated separately and then added together, which is kind of dumb if you ask me. But yeah, honestly, it seems like the only thing that scales with everything and multiplies everything is gonna be the damage against targets, which is gonna be given by 2 things, Raven and the Hand of Zatanna, but this Hand of Zatanna kind of sucks at the same time. So yeah, Raven is the only one who currently really has the best and most usable multiplier in the game, I guess. And more damage, while it's better for the most part, and for most characters it's better, it's still not working at that peak performance that we were expecting. But yeah, it is what it is. It's gonna be enough to finish the fight here. I could have gotten more damage out of Manta in terms of raw values, out of other artifacts, maybe even out of Norris Globe than Sword of Salvation. But Sword of Salvation kind of allowed me to have the no-brain gameplay. Like, this is the most no-brain gameplay with Manta, and I love it. And I love to do it when it's gonna be easily enough damage to do it, like when we need to really pull in the numbers. I'm gonna switch to different artifacts, try to do better, but she was not really combo interruptible, so it was either this or introducing Silver Green Lantern in the team and being able to combo interrupt that way, and I think this is to an extent more fun. So yeah, that's about it for this one. Now, a little bit of a wind back, we're going to get into finishing Sub-Zero. Boy, like at first I wanted to say Mr. Freeze and I was like, nah bro, that's not Mr. Freeze. I wanted to say Captain Cold and I was like, nah bro, that's not Captain Cold. They're all the freeze guys, okay? All the guys that freeze stuff. All the guys, remember, because there's also Gal, which is Multiverse Supergirl. We're going to use Brainiac with the Sword of Sinon to apply that burning effect. Do not worry about the freeze effect that this dude has. Raven with the Beta Club and Power Girl to reduce the cost of the specials very much. Another special one from Brainiac. Raven back in there. Jump attack, special 1. We're already getting some pretty high values. But we're not even close to the peak performance. Raven back in there. Jump attack, special 1. There we go, boys. 7 mil. 7 mil. Special 1 in there again. Increasing that little attack damage even further. Another jump attack. And that's 11 mil. There we go. He's almost dead at this point. And I'm just gonna speed up. I'm gonna let him kill Brainiac. It's gonna be quite a struggle for him, but trust me, he will eventually do it. And one video, I'll never forget or forgive that dude. I'm gonna say that in every single video because he was like, Sigvald, why are you doing this? I'm not getting unusual gameplay. What's that? That's a myth. You just play your fights normally. I did. I played this fight literally the exact same way that I did this time. The only difference first time is that I did not let anybody die. And guess what? Unusual gameplay. So there you go. This is how you don't get unusual gameplay. And it has worked every single time. Every single time I let the character die and I go all the way to the last minute left, I'm going to not get unusual gameplay. So there you go, my dude. Unusual gameplay is a thing, not a myth. It's a very dumb concept, but it is what it is. And I gotta kind of play around it. So here we have Arbor, Harley Quinn, League of Anarchy. I'm going to kind of speed up this fight too. It's gonna be on 2x speed. I don't consider it to be not necessarily the most unentertaining fight, but it's going to be a pretty self-explanatory fight. I'm gonna be like, oh, Arkham Knight, Batman in for a stun, Harley for a full combo. By the way, that was 30 mil damage. We don't have high level Sword artifacts. We have only a level 2 Norris Globe on this team as far as I remember, and that's on EPI, but this Arkham Knight Batman is an absolute unit. And yeah, just take this as a little bit of a reminder that the Arbor, Harley Quinn, League of Anarchy still does tons of damage, even though some people can make Joker do better damage, but those are gonna be some very few select people, so for most of you I think it's gonna be still the best play to use Arbor, Harley Quinn, League of Anarchy for the most part, because at the same time the gameplay is no brain, and I have failed the Joker fights many times because of me messing up, and it's just a better time. Here we're going to use Batman Who Laughs with Manta. Like, the way I'm using Batman Who Laughs nowadays is just put him in kind of the last team that you have. And Manta was kind of the last, and I was like, there's not much we can really do here. And, okay, let's get Batman Who Laughs in there, let's get all his percentage hell damages out of the way, and then we tag Manta in and play normally. We have the Sword of Salvation on Batman Who Laughs. We're going to use it to generate some power. And I think we're done with the percentage health damages. On Manta we have the Dark Mail cards at level 6. So hopefully we're gonna get some damage out of that. Might have gotten more damage out of the Jokerized Batarang, but I was gonna put Flash in there anyway, so the Jokerized Batarang would have given me only 1 fast tech hit, because it still can't bypass the 4 fast tech hits cap, even after so many people complained about it, even though it gives 3 fast attack hits at max level. that simply still doesn't work. And the main reason why I actually used Manta here was because I was like, oh, it's Dr. Fate, it's my boy Dr. Fate, we're going to just do swipe downs against him in the corner, he's not gonna be able to do anything. Guess what, that doesn't really work in story. It's like, he league rates Dr. Fate 95% of the cases. When you hit him with a swipe down, you're going to be exactly as you saw here, able to chain a combo right after it. But Dr. Fate in league rate in soul rates, it's a different story. And because of that, I might have had a better time putting Sword of Salvation on Manta. I don't know, my dudes. But yeah, there he goes, blocking again. There's swipe down, blocking again. Like, we can kind of infinite combo him this way to an extent, but it is heavily unoptimal, to be fair. Here's the combo here. Swipe down again. He blocks. Oh boy. Swipe down again, gonna block to bait the hit from him. And then when he's not blocking, when he's not looking, when he's not careful, hit him with the special tree. And we're in the last minute, so the power generation is gonna be fine. Definitely like doing only crits, but the damage on Manta is not that high. And maybe that's because of the poor choice of artifact. That's because of not too many passive stats from the artifacts. And I could like buy a bundle for the All Nice Soul Raids. I could definitely buy a bundle and get some more stats for the soul raid, I guess, to help me out clear faster, but at the same time I don't really see the purpose of it, because with the Dark Knight soul raids I did drop some cash on it, because it just was worth it for the most part, because the artifacts were good for the most part, but here kind of all of them are garbage, so not too keen on spending, and especially on release, since they didn't split the bonuses. I was like, nah bro, we're not doing that. Now they do split the bonuses, so I might reconsider that. But yeah, I'm still mad about the update that they did, and they haven't yet fixed the problems with switching accounts. Like, I have no trouble with that, to be fair. I'm quite privileged in that regard. I mean, not really privileged in the way that I have a computer, and I'm playing it on emulators, and I can just use 2 emulators, one for each account, and not different emulators, just different instances of LD player. There's a video on my second channel how to do that, if you're wondering. But yeah, still mad about that. And like, at some point I wanted to have, for some reason, my main account logged in. I think, yeah, it was to purchase the beta pass to get the new character. What's Hush, my dude Hush. So we did that on the main account to buy Hush, and boy, to be fair, I was stupid, because there was an option in the Google Play Store which automatically logged one of my accounts into new games, but it took me 30 minutes to figure that out, my dude. It took me 30 minutes to be able to pay them $10, my dudes. So yeah, not quite mad still about that one. And over here, we might have a little bit of a problem, because as you know, and as I was not aware when using this team, this dude is going to disable the gear bonuses from my boy Catwoman, so that's not gonna be the best of times here. And I was not really aware of that, and at some point I'm like, did I forget to equip the gear that gave me fast tech chance again? Do I have the beta club set up again? But then I was like, do I even have gears on, because we're like not creating at all? And I was like, oh boy, this might be one of those fights. This might be one of those fights where they disable the buffs for my characters, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. This dude's got 30 mil health, and there's no way we're not going to kill him. Hopefully. Still hoping, but yeah, let's keep going here. Sword of Salvation is gonna allow us to have one of the most satisfying gameplays in Injustice 2 Mobile, actually, in my opinion, which will happen in the last minute when we're going to be able to pretty much spam the special tree. And boy, he does do some damage, but that's mainly based on me not having any health or any defense, because yet again, no gear bonuses. And yeah, being very careful here, not getting hit by any special. And he's quite close to death. Come on, another special tree. Engage the combo. Enough energy for a nice special tree in there. There we go, he's done. And we did not care one bit about not having gear bonuses. Now moving on to the next one. We're going to fight Boss Bane here. And like my logic, you might see a less of Joker in there. And you might be like, why? Why do you do that? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with this team, actually? And yeah, like I was kind of thinking that we have my boy Deathstroke here. So we're going to use the special 2s and stuff like that. And we're going to get a lot of characters killed. And I was like, after we're done with that, we might tag Joker in there to deal some damage. And then I realized, oh, but he's got the thing where he gets more defense and more damage the more you keep a character tagged in. And at first I was trying to play around it, and then I was like, nah, this is just unoptimal. I don't have armor pierce on Joker's basic attack hit, so he would end up dealing no damage anyway. So I was like, okay, let's just focus on my boy Deathstroke. Let's not care too much about the attack and defense. I'm not currently doing that, but I'll eventually do that. I think I reached that conclusion the first time we didn't do percentage hull damage with a special. I'm not really didn't do, like, the first time here, we set too much and it was already 2 stacks, and I'm like, oh boy. This is not great. This is really not great, and it's not worth it. I'm just losing time here. So yeah, last time Joker, just think of him in this fight as a combo builder. He was a little bit of a combo builder. He was building some energy, even though we didn't really need that, to be fair. Though at the same time, I didn't really need to add any other character in this fight, if I think about it. Get another special 2 in there. That was 3 mil, actually. So that was the last one. When you see a far lower value compared to the values that you got previously, you know for a fact that it was the last one. So yeah, now we're going to get Deathstroke in there, and please kill him fast. Can you do that for me? Come on, you use a special. Okay, the man is going all the way, and he's going all the way to super move. That's fine, that's understandable. We're going to allow him to do that. Super move. That killed Deathstroke, that's great. So we got a clone in here. Special 2 in there. Re-engage the combo. And we're actually going to push him to a corner. Like, the easy way out of this would have been just to use a special 2. But we're going to try and push him all the way to a corner. We can combo interrupt him to... not infinitely, because we don't have much health on the clones, but to a higher extent, pretty much. And yeah, over here, I kind of realized that he's not gonna use specials. There's a bug that has been, I think, since the release of the game, where some bosses, once they use super move, they're gonna get locked into not using specials. So specials are not a thing anymore for this dude, so that's gonna mean a very good time for us. But that's also gonna mean Deathstroke taking a long time to die, so yeah, benefits and downsides, guys. Benefits and downsides. But we're having a great time here. Like, we tag Joker in there at this point to generate some more power, because that clone didn't have that much more juice left, and we were struggling with power generation because we would get into the Red Hood timer. So I was like, okay, let's get that out of the way and let's get a new clone in there. Let's get some more damage. There we go, more percentage hull damage. Percentage hull damage for everybody, guys. Combo chopped there. Special 2. And we might get another special 2 if we don't fail to combo interrupt. Though I kind of doubt it. And I guess we'll not leave to find that out. But yeah, that was for the fight against Bane with this team. And it went well enough, I would say. Went well enough. We're going to yet again speed up a fight here against Bane with the Batman Ninja team, with Beta Club. Like, even with or without Beta Club, Batman Ninja team is kind of the same situation as the League of Anarchy fight, where every single match, no matter who you're up against, it's gonna be one of 2 scenarios. You either do the exact same gameplay that you do every single time and do it correctly, or you do the exact same gameplay as you do every single time and fare miserably, because that character is either hard or non-combo interruptible. But yeah, definitely a buff to the Beta Club, a heavy buff to the Beta Club, since the artifact bonus is now split, so we're going to get some nice attack from Norris Globe. We do have 2 of them. We have like a level 2 Norris Globe on, I think it's Grodd, and the level 1 Freeze Grenades on Robin, so that's definitely gonna be some great time, some great damage. And yeah, looking back on it, I actually forgot to include I want to say Mr. Freezing Captain Cold first again. Yeah, I forgot to include the Sub-Zero reward, guys. My bad on that one. So yeah, sorry for that, but most likely it was garbage. But yeah, here we got something pretty good, actually. We got Catwoman. Now, I don't need Catwoman. I have 0 needs in my account for owning Catwoman, but it's just there. So, yeah, some other people would have benefited from it. Now, with Boss Black Lightning, this team that we have here, with Beta Club and Sword of Sin, is the way to one-shot this dude as pay to win. Now, the question is, will we be able to? Because even in this scenario, it's gonna be kind of sketchy for me, because my Raven is only 5 stars, not 6 stars, and she's a hybrid build, meaning that she's got defensive stats and offensive stats, so that's gonna kind of reduce slightly her offensive capabilities, but at the same time will ensure us not dying here. And boy, even in this scenario, I can't get over how annoying his AI is. We got Power Girl tagged back in because she didn't die the first time. She might not die the second time because we power drained that dude, so very annoying, all true. But yeah, finally Power Girl is dead. So Raven somehow did not get damaged by the last part of the special one. So that's great, I guess. We're going to try and block here. Another special one. There we go. We need to keep the darkness active at all costs. And yeah, try to swipe towards him, but he interrupted me with his half map wide basic attack hit range, my dudes. I just hate these dudes. No matter on which account I play against him, but here we hopefully only have to play one fight against him. A special one in there, reset darkness. Now can we like apply dot or something? There we go, finally applying some dots. The values are terrible to start off with, so not a great start. But trust me, it will get better towards the end of the fight. And we're close to the end actually, because there's only 1 minute and 20 seconds left. And at this point, I'll be fair, I was like, nah bro, we're not one-shotting this, so I'll be honest. But we get some more Brainiac stacks in here. Refresh darkness. If at any point the darkness would have expired, I mean it did at some point, but if it even further expired at any point. Yeah, swipe right, another special one, 40 mil, finally some good values. Yeah, this video is really long, like we've been here for 20 minutes already, and I've seen that the longer videos perform better, so let me know in the comments what you think about that. And look, it's not like about only the money and the views, like it is about the money and the views, because I'm getting more money and more views out of longer videos, but at the same time that means you guys are watching them and watching them for longer, which means you guys like them as well, so I see it as a win-win scenario, so let me know how you feel about longer format videos in the comments. But yeah, 30 mil dot damage, there we go, we're at 10 stacks with Brainiac, but we're going to keep applying special one to get that burning effect out there. There's no dot here, so at this point I was very unsure still if we would be able to one-shot here. Jump attack 35 mil, and that's gonna do it pretty much. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. It does help the channel a lot more than you can imagine, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.